All right, welcome to episode 1 of Our Dark Reflection, a Yak Club podcast with me, Sam,
Tim,
and Billy.
All right, thanks for the little pause in between when the two looked at each other like, who should go?
I forgot how we were doing it.
It doesn't fucking matter. We're in. We segued after fucking 20 minutes of trying to start the episode. It finally fucking started. So we just watched Black Mirror.
I want, first and foremost, to be...
Well, no, hold on.
Okay.
This is a podcast.
Yeah.
Where we are going to watch every single episode of Black Mirror and then talk about it. A Black Mirror retrospective podcast. Get that out of the way. We just watched the first episode. Titled
if there are
Anthem.
a lot of episodes like that one, I'm just not interested in this at all.
There are not.
No, every episode's different.
Yeah.
This episode was fucking... I hated it. I actually hated it in my depth.
All right,
also, we should also say... so, Billy, I've seen all of Black Mirror. Sam's seen a couple episodes.
I've seen 2. I've seen 2 episodes now.
That's what a couple means, Sam.
Not in this polyamorous day and age.
And Tim is going in completely blind.
I fucking... Okay.
Fucking.
Maybe... What was the episode called? You're a fucking animal.
No, he's fucking an animal.
The episode was fucking stupid.
I think it was called National Anthem.
National Anthem. Yeah.
It was just fucking gross. There was no part of this where I was like, wow, I sure am glad I'm watching a show. There were so many parts where I was like, I just don't want to be here right now.
That's the point, though.
Then it's a dumb show. If the show's point is to make you say, I don't want to watch this show.
That's the point, though, because the creator, there was a specific quote he gave, but they're all cautionary tales. The way he described it was, because they're all about technology and sex, usually, and he said, each episode is just 5 minutes away from our actual modern time, as if we choose the wrong things, then these episodes will become true.
Did he, look through a dimensional portal and it's like, oh, fuck.
That's the thing. This episode came out in 2012.
Really?
And 2014 was when David Cameron, the actual Prime Minister of the UK, had that whole debacle about his dick being in a pig's head in college. And there's some other things later in the series where there's actual,
Did you not hear about that?
No, I did not hear about that.
Yeah.
What?
For a fucking, initiation or something.
Yeah,
he fucked the pig head.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a video?
No.
Not?
No, it's 10, 20 years ago.
Okay. He was in college.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like...
But
normal Tuesday night for David Cameron.
The first time I watched this episode, I had to stop and see when it was made.
Yeah, you described it to me the first time, and I was like, whoa.
I thought that's where they got the idea. They were like, oh, what if you had to do it on live television? Nope, it was 3 years before anyone knew that happened.
Oh my god.
So this episode was about a princess getting kidnapped, a prime minister not ruining his career.
Wait.
No, his career was fine.
I just thought we should probably put in some sort of spoiler warning.
Oh yeah,
the beginning part where we talk about
that, intro will have a spoiler warning.
Something.
So, well, there will
and
be a
ruining his
warning.
marriage by fucking a pig on national television where everyone could see.
Yeah.
This was just a dumb and gross episode.
Let's go through the episode. So when the episode first started, he was waking up in bed with his wife.
Okay, we don't need to go scene by scene.
No, I'm not going scene by scene, but I just want to
That was scene 1. What is scene 2? Then he gets called down to the
he does get called
Screen
down.
Black. Fade in. Alarm
Woman
clock
crying on screen. Prime Minister scared. Enter Advisor 1.
So
I just start reading the script all word for word.
There were a lot of auxiliary parts to this, I feel. The whole part where they raid the room and saw the mannequin, I didn't feel like that was necessary to the story.
But that's how it would have worked.
Yeah,
This is just the 6 hours it's been since he woke up until the act. And that's what this episode was. And it was everything that happens within that 6 hours.
What was it? The Walking Dead? I think I read a theory online that it's actually slowing down. Season 3 took place in a week or something like that. But okay. It's just that it's showing everything. Like, it's, your experience...
Oh, you're saying that's what they did? They showed everything.
Yeah, their experience... Your experience the crawl of time as they are. Like, you're sitting there. You're, wondering what's happening next from second to second.
Wondering why am I still in bed like an asshole at fucking 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I do stay in bed till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but I'm fucking sleeping, so there's no excuse for that guy.
No, he was fully awake.
Yeah, absolutely.
Recording the news.
But I mean, like, that's what I think it might have been trying to do. Like, it was trying to show you, like, the stress they felt second to second. I definitely felt it in every scene with the Prime Minister.
That scene is where the, like, climax hits or whatever, where, like, that decision point has to be made, and then it's the falling action the rest of the time. Because that's where the last sense of hope, and, like, they keep shooting back to the Prime Minister's face, and he's, like, eyes wide open, there's, like, a big-ass smile on his face, seeing, like, the thing, a person, and then finding out it's a mannequin, and then at that moment, he's like, oh, I gotta fuck a pig in 20 minutes.
I definitely agree with you. There are some parts that felt completely unnecessary, like the reporter, like the 2 reporters swapping nudes and things like that.
Well, one wasn't a reporter.
Yeah, one was just a
Prime Minister office worker.
Oh, okay. Either way, I just felt that was kind of unnecessary. Like, it was cool to see, like, a little bit of tits, but I mean...
You didn't even see anything, Sam.
You saw her cleavage.
Okay.
I mean...
Barely.
I can dream.
It was specifically put in there to just say this is what happens, and that connects the reporter in the later scene. So it can't just be a random reporter. It's, this reporter, and she has insider information. That's where she got.
Is that what she was doing? She was sending nudes to him to find out where he.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were on the phone.
Okay.
They were on the phone, and she said, "Hey, I'm going to be friendly to you if you give me information."
All right.
I'll be really friendly to you if I'm grateful.
I was under the impression that she was just trying to get some dick afterward.
No.
Okay.
No, she was using her.
That whole scene was like, "What's going on?" Sam was sitting there like, "What's going on with the pig thing? Why is she like? I'm cool if this is a new storyline, but
okay,
like
that's why I was confused. That's why I thought it was like okay. It makes sense now. Yeah, that scene isn't useless. I like it. My entire viewpoint on the fucking.
I wouldn't say I'm a happy ending kind of guy, but I'm not just like a fucking I didn't like it at all. If you like it, if you like the show, you think it's some sort of fucking deep philosophical thing, good on you. But, like, a guy fucks a pig and ruins his marriage. I don't...
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel anything but disdain for an ending like that.
That's the point.
He's still the Prime Minister,
It's a cautionary tale.
Which is good.
You're not supposed
Then why do I want to watch the fucking show?
So you know not what to do.
Not fuck pigs.
Okay, there's a little more to it than
also, there was nothing there he could have not done.
When they're sitting there talking about how information spreads on social media and how people react to it, and then the wife freaking out about like all of the different comments and stuff, it's a lot more about that than it is the Prime Minister fucks a pig. That's the focus, technically, like plot-wise, but like the cautionary tale, what you're supposed to take away from it is maybe we should act differently online, and if the online ecosystem would have acted differently, they would have no one would have even seen this video. It would have been taken down before anyone's seen it. Anyone who saw it would think it's a hoax or just not talk about it. But because it spread so fast, that's when they actually had to go into action.
But also, he wouldn't have been fucking a pig if his advisors didn't fuck him over. Where's the cautionary tale there? If you're the fucking second hand to a powerful person, don't do shit behind their back?
Well, no, yes.
I mean, they weren't.
Don't be dishonest.
And they weren't trying to fuck him over. They were like, how do we get the Prime Minister to not fuck a pig?
They did fuck him over, though.
Yeah.
The cautionary tale is...
Inevitably.
Do you think every person who sat there commenting on that video was like, fucking this, definitely won't fuck over the Prime Minister? They weren't trying to. They did.
No, but they had that line where the Prime Minister called one of his assistants a stupid bitch, and she said, yeah, but with your best intentions in mind.
I personally think you're looking too deep into this as a cautionary tale.
That's not... how is this... That's the point.
That's the point of this whole podcast. To look too deep into it.
Yeah, it's called Our Dark Reflection. Tim.
Like, you're not supposed to give a shit for looking into it. That's the comments' job.
they showed 2 scenes of the comets. I don't feel like that was the takeaway.
About how it spread. That's what the blonde guy. That's all his part was in the whole show.
Is the cautionary tale let the government hide information too? Like,
not hide information.
Really? Because the princess being kidnapped is pretty fucking important.
It's loose. It's loose tale. It's not. It doesn't specifically need to be a very defined moral point.
Like, I don't think they were trying to cover up the fact that the princess has been kidnapped. I think they were just trying to minimize the damage done. Like, I mean, it was put on YouTube, and it, like, you know, anything put on YouTube that's that crazy is going to spread super quickly. You know? But I mean, like, you know,
is the moral supposed to be don't give attention to horrid news things?
Well, also trolly comments where the one was, oh, his wife is going to be sucking bacon fat off of his dick for the next 2 months.
Did one of them say that?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was an XD at the end too.
And
I saw the one that was like, what the fuck? This is just a hoax to put favors into the PM and then just bomb Yemen.
Oh, I
like,
saw, yeah.
Did they bomb Yemen 2 years later?
No, but this episode probably isn't the best episode to show what Black Mirror is.
If this is what the show is like, I don't want to watch it.
No,
I'll watch.
I have heard. I have heard from multiple sources. My girlfriend, my buddy Carl, Billy. This is the most like out there episode. Like, it's just the most unrelated to every other episode.
I'll give it a few more episodes. Yeah, obviously. I can't imagine it'd be as bad as this one.
By the end of season 1, you're going to be hooked.
Alright, so now we've gotten our personal feelings out of the way here. Let's talk about what the Prime Minister did wrong. You know?
Nothing. I don't like.
She'll immediately release, in my opinion, she'll immediately release a statement saying, "Fuck you, I'm not fucking a pig."
Oh no, absolutely not.
No, I would.
That's
not.
No, okay, you would have, but you're not a prime minister of a goddamn country,
and you
Tim.
never will be like that. Like, I mean, the stakes were too high. It's the fucking Princess of England. Granted, she has no political power at all, but just like the sentiment stands that, you know, the Queen is the most important person in England. This is the Queen's granddaughter.
I think
maybe
something.
Either
but
way,
they also did describe like who the princess was. She was one of the first
eco-friendly and shit.
Eco-friendly, and then big on social media.
Yeah,
but like the guy himself said, the blood would have been on his hands if Princess fucking not Diana died. Yeah, until they.
If he walks up and gives a press conference, and the very first thing he says is, "I'm not fucking a pig," drops the mic and walks
obviously
off, the blood is on his hand at that point.
If he comes up and says, "We're not negotiating with terrorists, we will like stand strong in the face of this tragedy" or something.
There's stuff he could have done, but they wanted to keep it low key until it got to a point where they couldn't anymore.
Yeah,
because they never controlled the media. They never said anything about that because they didn't want to. The media just took everything they could have and ran with it.
Right. I think you said yourself.
They weren't going to give a press conference ever.
I
think you said yourself that there were things he could have done better, but there were things he could have done better. I would have done things differently. England, if this ever happens to you, like a tragedy like this, hit me up. I'll take care of it for you.
Yeah, because they're going to want you to negotiate it.
Yeah, fucking some random white kid sitting in a fucking living room.
Most of England's white, asshole. What the fuck's after matter, you fucking racist?
I doubt they're gonna, like, expedite all their resources to get you fucking from America.
Sam, just stop. It's not gonna take all their resources just to get some kid over.
Thanks, England. A work visa would be nice. Fuck America.
I like your tea. I think your tea's fine.
Okay.
I wouldn't dump it in the harbor. So,
but real quick, I do want to talk about what do you guys think about this as a piece of artwork, because that was the artist's intention.
To make this episode...
No. Did you see it?
Oh, yeah.
At the end,
like,
when they say something about it.
The artist kidnapped the princess and then staged this whole thing as a piece of art.
No. You don't know his intention. Another art critic described this as intentional art. We don't know what it was. He never gave.
I will say that
so
art is like, art. What is and isn't art is subjective. How people enjoy art is subjective. We really can't say for sure. I mean, this is a TV show. Obviously, we get that far into it and saying, well, what would the people of this show feel is art or whatnot?
What do you mean?
That's a little weird.
Point.
No, I mean, I'm just... If this were to happen in a comparable environment with us, I don't feel like we would consider it art. No. I certainly wouldn't. But if some people did, I mean...
An art critic with an unpopular opinion described it as the greatest of the 21st century so far.
But you keep trying to fucking undermine what I'm saying, but, like, you're not disagreeing with what I'm saying.
No, you're just talking, and then I'm giving points. If you want to take those points and use them for your side, sure. Not side, but we're just talking. No debate on whatever.
Bill and I are actually holding guns to each other right now. We've been arguing for an hour. If you're hearing this, call the... Oh, God, no!
But either way...
That wasn't a gunshot. Hey, cut that out.
But either way, it's undeniable that the fucking artist had some sort of intention by kidnapping the princess.
Well, yeah, they said to make a point.
Well, what was the point, you feel?
Also, it goes back to the intention. We don't know his intentions.
Yeah, we don't know his intentions.
They say make a point.
To make a point, to make a statement about, like, the political issues. And...
Well, how do they know that?
Whether or not the Prime Minister would negotiate with terrorists on an extremely personal level, and, like, how people would react to that. It might not have been specifically for art, but it was to make a point at some way.
I wish I could say, okay, have you guys ever seen that movie? Fuck. There's a movie about this guy who worked for the government, and he was, like, part of their think tank, and he went around. He developed methods of murder. He was a really smart guy. He went to prison for killing his family's murderers. Like, I wish you knew the name of it.
Oh, with Gerard Butler?
Yeah.
Law-abiding citizen?
Law-abiding citizen.
Yeah.
Now, there are heinous acts like what that main character committed in Law-abiding citizen, where he's murdered a ton of people. You have to say, okay, but you almost have to respect the level of intelligence that a man would have to pull off things like that. This isn't one of those cases, I feel, in this show. It doesn't...
What do you mean?
Well, like, it's not... The only way I could see it being appreciated as art is if it took, like... I don't know, or it would be appreciated in any, like, non-ironic kind of stepping away logical point of view. It didn't seem like he did a whole lot for this to work.
Well, I mean...
He kidnapped the princess...
Depends on how you think about it, because technically he directed the Prime Minister to fuck a pig.
He also completely evaded the SWAT team.
He did do that.
Like, fucking, he had...
Well, that's, like, on a technical level.
There was still a lot of setup that needed to be done.
There's setup, but, if it was an artistic thing, it'd be the same level you call, like, Joss Whedon when he directed The Avengers or something. He directed that whole thing. He gave the specific guidelines and everything and what they had to do.
I don't feel like...
Like, yeah, maybe
what
that's
this
what
character
it was. He was trying to make an art film. Like, I mean, have you seen some like, fucking weird-ass indie art films or anything like that?
No, I don't watch it weird-ass indie art films.
Good.
Wait, Midnight Meat Train. That was the level of uncomfortable I had during this. Have you ever seen the movie Midnight Meat Train?
Never seen no.
If you've seen it and you feel the same as I, you get what I'm saying. Midnight Meat Train was just... It was weird and it was gross. It was maybe a thriller-type movie. I'll get into the... We'll talk about some other time when we're not on our Dark Reflection. But yeah, it's just... I've seen some weird indie films before, and I don't know. It feels like... Alright, I don't want either of you to get offended here. It feels like they tried too hard to make this... Not art exactly, but...
The episode?
Yeah, the episode. Okay. The episode. It feels like they tried too hard to do something with this, and for me, it just fell flat. Like it seems like they tried to be shocking and modern and kind of like retrospective, and it just didn't work for me, personally.
So you think they're trying to be, like, purposely edgy?
Yeah, I don't want to say edgy exactly. It's same with indie films that they all want to do something cool and unique to get on the map. Something, some people use shock factor, some people... It just felt like wherever they were trying to do was more of like, hey, look at us, we're doing something cool over here.
I definitely like this being the first episode of this like entire series.
That's why I'm saying that. Like, it was the first episode. If it was like the 5th or 6th episode, I could say, if this is the direction the show's gone at this point, it probably isn't something I'd want to try. It's the first episode, and it probably isn't nearly as good as it gets.
But these were also, I'm pretty sure all of them, or the first 2 seasons, were ran as basically specials on BBC. They weren't like, it wasn't like a show you tune in every week. It was just every few months for a year, season 1 would come out, 3 episodes or something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and then same with season 2, but then season 3 got picked up by Netflix. And then so
I will say,
binge it.
You compared the show, did you have more than that?
Just, so looking at it as like a whole specific episodic series is weird, but this was also the very first one, so they might have been trying a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
but
and it can just come down to that they tried maybe too much for me. They went directions I think ever. And again, I'll keep at it for a few more episodes, and I'll see how I care for it. This episode just fell flat. I will say you compared it to like a more modern Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
and I really
as the Wikipedia says, a contemporary reworking of the Twilight Zone with stories that tap into the collective unease about the modern world.
Yeah, and I could really feel that. Like, I didn't watch a lot of Twilight Zone, but why I felt it did have the same sort of vibe here.
Yeah. Well, Twilight Zone was also all about cautionary tales and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But something I think you were trying to say about it being edgy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I never saw that, but almost every single episode basically has something to do with both technology and sex. And so I think the cautionary part comes in like the technology and how we let it influence our life. But I think they always use sex as an excessively personal thing. Because like if given the situation were to happen in real life for the first episode, it wouldn't be the prime minister's going to have sex with a pig. It would be give me $1 million so I can go do something or something else not so personal. But because it's specifically about a personal thing,
it's supposed to like hit closer maybe?
Yeah, the episode's already like in a different part of your mind than what most other entertainment is. And then when it starts laying on, how do people react and how does technology act on all of that? It like hits like different spots than most other entertainment would.
Yeah, see, and yeah, again, I'll give it some more, a few more shots. This episode, you guys say it'll get better, and I look forward to watching the next one whenever we do. This one just kind of fell flat for me. And I'm sure there are people out there who are like, well, this was maybe one of the greatest, Netflix shows on Netflix right now ever, one of the greatest BBC shows ever made, or something.
The show, yes. This episode, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe. And I just, as of right now, don't really have something to say about the overarching show. So we'll see. I guess as we get further along in the series, maybe I'll be like, wow, I'm really glad I stuck with it. Or maybe I'll be like, holy shit, why did I keep doing this to myself? No, this is horrible.
So definitely for a first episode, you're not excited.
Yeah, for a first episode, like, yeah, I'm not going to be, sitting at the edge of my seat like, oh my god, I can't wait till we see the next episode of Black Mirror.
Right. So if you were just watching straight up TV and you decided to tune into Black Mirror, watch this all the way through, and it said, tune in next week for,
I would never.
Never?
Without someone telling me, no, it got a lot different, I would never watch the show again.
Okay.
A couple things now, I forget exactly.
Sorry.
But talking about whether you'd watch it again, I think I told Sam this, but I described like the last 10 minutes of the show. I've never felt this feeling to any show before. Mm-hmm. Where the last 10 minutes, where you did the same exact thing.
Oh, or just like holding my head.
You're sitting there like this can't be happening. The last 10 minutes, I've never wanted a show to end more and more abruptly than this episode did in the last 10 minutes. Like every single second I was like, please just end it here. Please just end it here.
Yeah.
But then the very last scene
with
she's walking up the stairs.
I was like, tell me they like look. Something, right?
I've never had that sudden of a change where I was like, please just end it, and then that moment happened, and I was like, I want the rest of the series just to be about their relationship and what happens in the aftermath.
Yeah. The first time I watched this episode, Billy said something about like at any point in those last 10 minutes, it could have just ended cold turkey and it would have been fine. The first time I watched it, I was too shocked really to like pay attention to like the cinematography and everything. But like when I watched it the second time, which was just this moment here with you, like
which was right now,
20 minutes. We're actually watching it right now, believe it or not.
Oh my god, not again! Oh.
But like as he's walking down that corridor, they give him the Viagra, the water, and he's standing there with the advisor, just standing there. It could have ended right there, but he walks into the room, and then it pauses for a second. Could have ended right there. Yep. He's walking up, and it shows his face, his reaction to the pig. Could have ended there. It shows the pig. Could have ended there.
I think after he entered the room, the best place they could have ended was with everyone just like looking on, going from like amused to straight disgusted.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I will say that that's one thing that the episode did a really good job of. At first, you're sitting there like, you're wondering, no, he's not really going to do it, right? And much like you would in real life, if this happened in real life, you'd be like, there's no way he'll do that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like
fucking insane.
Within like the first 10 minutes after they revealed he had to fuck the pig, your immediate reaction was, yeah, he's not going to do it.
There's no way. And then at the end, Billy, you said, I was sitting there like holding my head in my hands like, no. And that's what I would be doing if I was watching. I'd be like, no, don't do it. Don't fuck that pig.
I'd be like, I'd definitely be one of the people like in that bar with a bunch of people just like cheering him on, just like, yeah, you go get it, bud. Like, fucking pursue your bestiality dreams, but don't pursue them because it's fucking illegal and gross. But like,
I'm pretty sure the look of disgust on my face probably matched at least a few of the people in that crowd.
Yeah.
It was fucking gross.
I don't know, like, if they told, like, today, President Donald Trump, fuck a pig or whatever, I'd be tuned in 100%. I would like call off work that day to find out how, like, just to tune into TV and watch how everything went, because
you're definitely right, because it's important.
Yeah,
you want to know if your fucking leader's going to fucking handle it.
And like, what was it? It showed like those like landscape shots of England and how everything was just empty. Mm-hmm. And they said like at the end 1.3 billion people tuned in to watch the Prime Minister raw dog a pig.
That's like 400 million more than I don't know where I was going with that.
What?
How many people are in England?
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
like that has to be more than just England, right?
They said it was a worldwide event, though. So like,
there's only 7 billion people in the world.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know.
It's
probably safe to assume like America is watching in, fucking the Asian countries are watching in, Africa even, like in South Africa where they actually have TVs.
Wow. They can make fucking squares with
right, because they have TVs in the savannah desert.
Put it over the water, be like a reflective screen.
All right. No, I will say, because Tim, you knew more about the episode than I did.
Can't get fucking satellite service in a desert.
Going in.
Idiot.
Because I just kept hearing...
I'm the idiot. Fuck off.
When I started watching it, I just kept hearing, oh, Black Mirror's a really good show, you should watch it. And then you watch the first episode, and Netflix only describes it as the princess has been kidnapped and the prime minister has to do something about it. That's it. So imagine sitting there watching it, thinking, oh, it's just going to be something. No, they're going to need money, or they're going to have to bomb somewhere or something. And then you hear, has to have sex with a pig. And you're sitting there by yourself, middle of the night, trying to watch a TV show. And then you see a guy...
Suddenly, jerking it to pictures of pigs.
No, Sam. So I think you might have a different idea if you went into it not knowing it was about whether or not he would have a sex with a pig.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. When I first heard about Black Mirror, it wasn't even the episode about the pig I heard about. It was the episode where the guy got caught watching porn. Not gonna spoil that one for you because it's a really good.
Now
episode.
I know the guy gets caught watching porn.
It's like the first 10 minutes.
Well, it's the same thing. Like the first 5 minutes, you see it, and then everything. I will say though, those two episodes, episodes you've watched, Sam, are probably the least or the worst representative of Black Mirror entirely.
It gets better?
Yes.
I'm fucking excited.
Yes.
Like, my god.
Those two are extremely similar. Like, the national anthem, and I forget what it's called. It's called Trade, Fate, something like that.
I don't know. Either way, I'm super excited.
But yeah, it gets a lot better. And then, those are both good episodes, but they're the worst representative of Black Mirror entirely.
I think probably the episode I'm most excited about, just from like...
San Junipero.
Huh?
100% you're excited for San Junipero.
No.
Yes, you are.
Am I?
Yes.
You're telling me I'm excited for it?
Yes. Because everyone needs to watch that episode.
Alright, but I'm just saying, like looking through, like, the thumbnails on YouTube and, like, the titles, the one I personally am most excited for is the episode of You. Or, like,
the entire life of You.
Yeah, the entire life of You.
That is third favorite episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it just
entire series,
like,
and it's the third episode.
The way I don't know, something about it and knowing what Black Mirror is that just like really like that just really interests me.
Yeah, the second episode is a little weird, but a lot more tech based and how you would think Black Mirror's pitch would be sold.
Yeah.
But the entire history of You, the third episode, is what the rest of the series is like, and it's one of the best episodes because of that.
I'm super excited.
How's the second episode? How's Zach going to be on my fucking my psyche?
Well, okay.
The
second episode is 15 million merits, and I forget Netflix's description of it, but I mean, I guess we can look it up.
I know Netflix does a star rating, maybe?
Okay. I'm pretty sure the star rating is not based, I've heard, it's not based on actual reviews, but rather how similar it is to what you've watched before.
I don't think so. The star rating?
No. Not the star rating. There's definitely a % rating they have.
We'll look at that after this. But
okay, but yeah, the second episode, 15 million merits. After failing to impress the judges on a singing competition show, a woman must either perform degrading acts or return to a slave-like existence.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds fucking cool.
It is really cool. There's like 15 million more layers to the episode than just that description. So
there are 15 million reasons this merits a watch.
Just give me a reason.
Fuck off, Sam.
But oh god. Is there anything else you guys have to input about that first episode of Black Mirror? Alright, real quick, let's just give another recap on how we felt. I really liked it. I loved Twilight Zone growing up. I'm really excited for Black Mirror. I really like it so far. It's fucking kept me on the edge of my seat, I felt the entire time. Like, I just want to keep watching it. I want to binge it. I don't want to, sleep for 2 days and just only watch Black Mirror.
In contrast, I watched Twilight Zone a little bit when I was a kid. It was never, my favorite show. I'd watch it if it was on, sci-fi or something. I would. It wasn't my favorite. And while this gave off a very Twilight Zone-y vibe, it wasn't enough to keep me hooked, and I thought this first episode was just gross and bad. That was just me,
Just wait until episode 3.
And
episode 3, you're gonna be hooked.
We'll see.
I promise.
And Billy, how was your experience with?
I mean, sort of weird.
Yeah?
The first time I watched it, I had nightmares about fucking a pig.
Really?
Just about, yeah. Woke up in a cold sweat.
You couldn't sleep because you were thinking
real uncomfortable.
You told us that porno theater.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God.
I want us to watch the second episode right now so I can just get it out of my head again, seeing a goddamn man's O-face when he's balls deep in a pig.
This is making me uncomfortable. I gotta go.
Oh gosh, the worst part about that
I liked the episode a lot. And I feel like my reaction is the reaction people wanted. They want you to be extremely uncomfortable about it, but I don't know. From a filmmaking perspective, I loved it.
My least favorite part about the episode was after he was done throwing up and he had all that gross shit on that thing. Like, that made me uncomfortable. Like, more than fucking the pig.
You would be like, oh god, gross. Because you'd think of gross. Oh, I fucked a pig. That's gross. Just a psycho.
God, he had to use Viagra.
So,
okay, real quick.
Have to use Viagra. It's just people can use Viagra. Anyone can.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like,
I use it every day before work. Yeah,
really?
That's how I balance.
Jizz all over the pizzas.
Yeah,
that's the special sauce.
Yeah, the subs. We don't put fucking mayonnaise on the pizza. You sick fuck. It's disgusting. It's on the subs.
Fuck. Real quick, I do want to talk about when it showed the pig. It had that monitor of fucking lesbian porn.
Yeah.
I wonder if that helped. I wonder if he'd be sitting there like...
No, when he did.
I saw him look up at it.
He kept looking up, but then down and crying, and,
He's like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not bad.
Well, I wish you were one of those women. My wife.
What do you think about if you're put in that situation? Like,
you think about how much you don't want to think about it.
There was something I was...
He probably puked on camera.
There was something, I forget. I think it was probably like a YouTube video or something like that. But like, some guy was forced into like sucking another guy's dick. And he's like, don't worry, just suck this dick. Think about your wife and children. Oh god, but you're sucking a dick while thinking about your children. Isn't that illegal?
Okay.
Like, I don't know. That crossed my mind once or twice when like fucking just... Oh no, dude. Black Mirror fucked me up. I'm excited to get fucked up more.
I think this is a successful first episode of our Dark Reflection.
Yeah, definitely. Let us know what you guys think of the first episode of Black Mirror down in the comments.
Would you fuck a pig to save a princess?
Yeah, would you fuck a pig? Tweet us out at Club Gaming on Twitter using the hashtag YCBMPM.
No.
Why not?
BM.
Club, no, Black Mirror, Prime Minister.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I understand.
Or just Club Pig Fucker.
Yeah, if you really... What? You don't need
Can you say fuck on Twitter?
No, yeah, that's right. The hashtag was Pig Fucker Callow on the,
was it?
simulated Twitter they used. Yeah, it was hashtag Pig Fucker Callow.
Twitter, but yeah.
Either way.
Just simulated. Well,
it was tweet at us using the hashtag Pig Fucker Callow.
Just tweet at us. We don't need also hashtags if they're adding us.
Hashtag Club, hashtag Pigfucker Callow, hashtag what the fuck. Alright.
Alright, and if you still have enough room to type something out,
say hey.
Say hey. What's up?
Ask our day's good. We'll reply every time.
Every time. Absolutely.
We care about your day too.
Yeah. We love you.
Alright.
Alright. This has been the first episode of Deep Dark Reflection.
Our Dark Reflection. And we'll see you next time. Are we doing this on a weekly thing?
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
You'll know.
We don't know when we'll see you again, but we'll probably be watching them soonish.
If you're watching us in the future from when this was, out like 3 months from now, and there's like 9 episodes in a row.
Yeah.
Cool. We did good.
Yeah.
Hopefully that means people liked it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right,
or
outro.
Just idiots.
Outro. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on the Facebooks and the Twitters, and donate to us on our Patreon. We need your help. Thanks for listening. Bye.